Welcome back to our monthly chat. Joel Goldberg, Casey Wright. You'll notice something a little bit different. It's that Casey's finger's messed up.
Oh, yeah, broken finger.
That's all that's different.
Bowling
Shout out
accident.
to the BTC. If you know, you know. If not, that's okay. We're here to talk about change. Change in the workplace. Change in whatever's going around. This comes up because there's so much change going on here in our city of Kansas City. World Cup is coming. We've talked a lot about that. New stadium announcement this week, which, you know, will always get mixed opinions, just like the airport did.
For sure.
Until the airport ended up being amazing. Change is hard. What do you think about all this?
Change is hard, but if you're not going forward, you're going backwards. You got to evolve with the times. Everyone has a strong opinion on everything, but downtown ballpark, who doesn't want that? It's going to be awesome, but I'm just curious how long this site had been talked about, because kind of caught us all off guard on exactly where it's going to be.
Yeah, I'm excited. And by the way, when you say who's not interested in downtown baseball, a lot of people are. And the reason why not everybody, but the reason why a lot of people aren't is that there are generations of people that only ever knew one stadium, Kauffman Stadium, formerly Royal Stadium. And when that's all you know, you don't really know what could be better or worse. I'm lucky enough that I've been to every stadium with my job, but also, and so I've seen downtown baseball work. But there's a sentimental piece to it. Like, I didn't grow up going to Kauffman Stadium. I grew up going to Veterans Stadium in Philadelphia, which was the biggest dump in the world. I'm not trying to compare that to Kauffman Stadium, but it was my dump. And so when it went away, it was a really sad thing. But what I at least like to tell people all the time is you can create new memories in new places. There'll be fountains, all those type of things. I'm not here to sell people. I'm more interested in the topic because, you know, I remember when the airport happened here, which I think is one of the most beautiful airports for a city our size in the country. There was all the concern about, but I can't park as close. And the number one topic right now that is upsetting people when you hear about the criticism is parking. And I don't hear that in any other cities. And they've got, you know, either issues or they figure it out or not. This will all work out. I believe this is the hard part about change, because you suddenly have to do things a little bit differently.
For sure. I mean, obviously, Kansas City's known as a town where everyone drives everywhere. There's pros and cons to everywhere, but there's not too many parts of Kansas City where people do walk that much, so it's new, but you got to evolve with the times. I mean, leaving Kauffman, it's going to be sentimental. I mean, there's all sorts of nostalgia about that. Obviously, we think about 2014, 2015 World Series, but 2 years prior to that, but everyone's building new stadiums now. I mean, it happens every handful of years, and you've got to get with the times. You know, when I moved to town, when I moved to Kansas City, you didn't go downtown. You didn't go to the Crossroads. You didn't go to the West Bottoms. Now, over the past, 15, 20, 25 years, that's all developed so much. How much cooler can this city get? It's the coolest it's ever been in Kansas City right now, and now we have a whole new area that's going to be redeveloped. Yeah. I can't wait.
I can't wait either. So excited for it. And so we'll wrap this up with this, because whether you're watching us and you're in Kansas City or originally from here or you're elsewhere, change, back to this discussion, and we're focused on a new stadium. Same thing for the Chiefs, by the way, too. People might like it, they might not like it. It's not here. But ultimately, and I'll hear a lot of people say, "Oh, if they do this, I'm never going." Maybe, but you probably will go. And
yes.
Yeah, you probably will go. But it reminds me of like anything else in life, and certainly within your industry, and in terms of the job market, and in terms of the way we're going about things. We couldn't see an end to COVID until there was one, and well, okay, we're never going to go through anything like that again. Well, now we're going through this whole transformation with AI. Yep. And I don't know about you, but any executive I talk to is dealing with the anxiety and the uncertainty of this change, which is shocking the world, changing the world, just like the internet did, just like COVID did. This is the next big disruptor. It's happening right now, and at least for me, and I'm curious what you're hearing in the job market, is that yes, we want things to be the way they were. They're never going to be the way they were back when, quote unquote, we were growing up. So what are your thoughts on that and about pushing forward and adapting to a future that, at least in my opinion, will leave us behind if we don't adapt?
Yeah, I mean, AI, in actual applicability has only been out for a couple of years. And in the few years that it's been around, it's already evolved a ton, and it's going to continue to evolve a ton. But I was just telling somebody earlier today, they're like, so is this taking away all these jobs? I'm like, it may take away certain jobs, but at one point, the Yellow Page advertisement salesmen were obsolete. Everyone's like, oh my gosh, all these people are not going to be working anymore. Well, then it became internet advertisement salesmen. I mean, there's all sorts of evolutions, and when there's a dip in one area, there's going to peak in another area. It's evolving with the times, adapting to it, and instead of looking at it as something to be afraid of, look at it as something you can dive into and utilize to benefit yourselves, which we all can, and it's going to evolve 10 more times in the next couple of years. But if you're not adapting, you're going to get left behind.
It might have evolved while we were talking here during this. I mean, it could happen that quickly. By the way, for the younger generation that might be watching this, if you're wondering what the yellow pages are, ask somebody older like Casey, and he'll explain it to you. We would get those in the mail.
That's right.
Everything you needed was right there. We don't need that anymore. You may not even need Google for that anymore. You just go on to AI and figure it out. The world is changing. Claude. The world is changing. We have to stick with it while still maintaining who we are in our voice, and that's a whole nother discussion. But at least Casey and I are very excited about the stadium news and the continued growth and change. So with that said, I hope everyone is doing well, and whether we're here next month or virtual, whatever it is, we hope to see you guys next month.
Thanks, guys. And we are not AI. We are real.
How do you know?
Who knows?